Hello everyone, welcome back to my crafty corner. My name is Jeanne Bobish and I am your Fun Stampers Journey coach. Today we're going to do more fun and fabulous adventures in paper crafting using Fun Stampers Journey products. All of these products can be found on my website, funstampersjourney.com/Jeanne Bobish. So I'd love for you to hop on over and take a gander. I think you will be very pleased and surprised. Hi, Carol. At all the fabulous goodies we have to offer. Today, I am also going to give a giveaway at the end of this video, so you're going to want to stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss a thing. This is the card that we're going to be making today, and it is called Sparkle and Shine, and it certainly does that. We have a sparkly bow and a shiny, beautiful ornament, so I hope you like it. It is using some of our mirrored paper, so it's a little shiny, to put it that way. So I hope it's not, I can see it reflecting all over on my desktop. So let me get you up and, excuse me, in the cheap seats, and I will get started on this for you. Now, any of you that happen to be able to comment during my video here, could you please explain how you do that? I have gotten a lot of questions of people not knowing how to comment and chat during my video live. And because I'm on this end of the live, I don't know how to tell them how to do it. So those of you that do, if you wouldn't mind, I would really appreciate it. Now, of course, I cannot see what comments are being placed on the screen right now because my camera's in the position where I cannot see it. So I will get back to you, and I would appreciate those of you that are in the know helping the rest of us to figure out how to do it. Now, this again, here's another view of today's card. Very sparkly and shiny. And for this card, we're going to use our Holiday Sparkles stamp set because just for the sentiment. We're going to use our Ornament Swirls die set. And this is to create our absolutely gorgeous die, our ornament. And then we're going to use our bow die from our Holiday Bloom set. We're going to need some pomegranate splash ink. We're going to be using some of our candy apple tape, and I'm going to be using this beautiful glitter. We're going to be using some Cranberry Bliss cardstock, a little piece of whipped cream, of course our fabulous mirror paper, and last but not least, our Christmas cheer prints. And we're going to be using this piece, which I thought was absolutely perfect to hang our ornament from these lovely branches. And of course, on the back, it has ho, 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 let it snow. But we're going to use this side today. Now, if you notice, I keep my 12 by 12 paper in these really nice big Ziploc bags. And that way I can keep all my little scraps and bits together, and I can remember what pack they came with. These are available on Amazon, and they are 13 by 15 inches. So if you're interested in a neat and convenient way to store your papers, that might be something you would want to look into. So to get started, we're going to take our Cranberry Bliss base card, and we're going to fold it in half and crease it with our crease tool. And again, every single thing that I am using today can be purchased on my website. Now I'm going to take our piece of pattern paper, and this is cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4, and that I'm going to place right on here because I love that beautiful red border around the outside. So I'm going to take some of my adhesive and since I don't have any ribbons or twine or anything that I'm going to be wrapping around this piece, I can go ahead and lay it down and glue it in place right now. Now, you always want to make sure that your card is going in the right direction. I can't tell you how many times I have done it incorrectly. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of whipped cream. I'm going to have to get another piece because I forgot about this step. And I'm going to take my bow from this set, which is called Journey Bloom's Holiday Set. And I'm going to set this on here to see if this is big enough to cut out my bow, which it is. I'm going to take a little pencil mark and I'm just going to put a little tick mark here because I don't want to waste my fabulous glitter tape. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and apply my tape. Sure I am. It's hard to do. I leave it in the package because that way I know what it's called and I can tell you the correct name. And I'm just going to tear that. And I'm going to put a couple rows here, enough to cover my bow when I cut it out. And I'm just using the edge of my bloom tool to cut it. Like I said, this doesn't have to be all perfect and even, just enough room to be able to cut out our bow. And there we go. So I'm just going to tear this one with my fingers. I'm not worried about all these rough edges. They're inconsequential, if that's a word. All right. Now I'm going to bring over my die machine. And I'm going to place my bow on top of my red glitter tape. Just like so. And I'm going to tack it into place while I run it through my machine. And I'm going to run it through a couple times because it's a little bit thicker than it would normally be, simply because it has the glitter tape on there. So I'm going to punch this out, and there we have our beautiful glitter bow. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to set that aside, and I can get rid of that piece. Put it back in the package so I don't lose it. Now the next thing we're going to do is our ornament. So we're going to take out our ornament die. And this part is a little tricky because, well, I'll show you what I mean. We're going to take our mirrored paper, and I only want to use as much of this paper as absolutely necessary. And I'm sorry if it's shining in your eyes. It is rather shiny. And of course the magnet is driving me crazy. So let me do this without the magnet. And I'm going to place this here and this. Let's see. I think that'll work. Let me go like maybe this. And all right, I'm going to go with that. Like I said, this paper is a little pricey, So you absolutely do not want to waste it. There, maybe if I go that way. Oh, that's much better. Okay. So like I said, you don't want to waste it. And I'm going to trim this so that I can run it through my machine. Now, when you cut this paper, it's white on the back. You want to put your die face down on the shiny side. Okay, and then you're going to run it through. Like so. And wait till you see, we're going to have our beautiful ornament hanger. And of course, our gorgeous ornament. Now, you can take your bloom tool and just poke these pieces out. They poke right out. No problem. And there's our ornament. Now, in order to do the decoration on there in the red paper, I'm going to take my ornament again, and I'm going to place this die in the center, and I'm going to put that on a piece of Cranberry Bliss. Now, I'm not worried about getting the top. I just want to get the circled part, and you'll see why when I'm done. So we're going to go ahead and run this through our machine. And when this comes out, now we have the circle cut out with our design. Now you can do one of two things. If you want your ornament really shiny and sparkly, you can just glue these down however you want, and that would be absolutely stunning. Or you can do it the way I did and place this right on top, like so, so that your design is the gold swirls. So don't throw these away. You can probably use them for something else. Again, I'm going to use my bloom tool and poke out that is extra. And I'm just going to trim this little bit off of the top of the ornament. Now I'm going to take my craft glue and I'm going to very carefully apply glue all around the edge and on the inside so that these pieces will all lay flat like paper. But you don't want to put too much because we don't want it oozing out everywhere. Okay, kind of just like that. Then I'm going to take one of my larger blocks. Whoops. And I got glue everywhere. Okay, you can wipe it off. And I'm going to lay this very carefully and line it up over top of the gold ornament. And I'm going to place that right there because that will hold it down, add some weight, and it will keep it, help it to dry flat. So I'm going to need another piece of whipped cream. So bear with me here while I find one that is the size I need. And I probably don't have one. So let me see. Oh, that one will work. So I'm going to take one of my stamp blocks And I'm going to use the Sparkle and Shine Sentiment. And I thought this was perfect for this card. Absolutely perfect. So I'm going to ink this up with Pomegranate Splash. Now the reason I'm using the Pomegranate Splash is because it's darker and I really wanted it to show up compared to the Cranberry Bliss. So excuse my head if it's in the way. But I'm going to try and stamp that close to the edge, which I fortunately was able to do. And now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to trim this into a lovely rectangle. And I'm going to take my mirror paper and I'm going to cut a piece that will be a border around my sentiment. So I'm going to trim that even as I can. I'm telling you what, this stigmatism is a curse when you're trying to do something straight. So there is our ornament, all fancy and glued in place. And the next thing we can do is take some more craft glue. That's the empty one. And I'm going to apply it just on the red hanger portion and up the gold. And I will take this and carefully lay it on top and let it glue in place. And there we have our gorgeous ornament. I'm going to take some of my adhesive and go ahead and get that in place. Trying to get it centered. There we go. Now, you can pop this up if you want to. I did not. And I wanted this to look like it was hanging from the tree branch. So I planned that with my paper so that there was a nice branch at the top, so that this would work the way I had it in my mind. So I'm going to go ahead and trim a little bit off of my hanger. And I will go ahead and add adhesive to my ornament. And I'm going to add craft glue, of course, to the stem or the hanger. I'll put some down here and a little bit up there, just so that it will adhere to the paper. And I'm going to have it coming right off. I think this branch right here is absolutely perfect. And I have it on a little angle, like it's maybe swinging. And then I'm going to take my bow and I'm going to place that right on top. And you can either use your adhesive or you can use your craft glue, whichever you prefer. And I'm going to put this right like it's tied on that branch. And there's our Sparkle and Shine. Now, if you want, you can certainly pop this up. I'm not going to. I'm going to just leave it flat so it's a nice card to put through the mail. And I'm going to put this right about here. So it's right by the Sparkle and Shine. And there you have it. Now that was a very, very simple card to do. It would be very easy to mass produce. Well, excuse me, not mass produce. Hey, it looks like you guys are doing good. Thank you for helping out and sharing how you're doing the chat. That is wonderful. I really appreciate it. But But what I meant is you could make quantities of these for your holiday cards if you so desire. Very easy, very quick, very fun, and I think very pretty. So, let me see here. Hey, look there, I found the chat button. Yay, Betty! Thank you very much. Thanks, Carol. And thank you so much for sharing how to do that, because like I said, people were asking me, and I have no idea how it works on this end of the camera. So again, here is our card for today. Beautiful, pretty, colorful, bright, and exactly sparkly and shiny. So I mentioned that I was going to have a giveaway, and all of the products that I used are from Fun Stamper's Journey. I will have them listed on my blog, which is www.astrokeofgenius.blogspot.com, and I will put the link up above in the comments so you will be able to see. And the first person that places an order with me, non-coaches only, please, I will send you our absolutely gorgeous catalog absolutely free. Now, to purchase this catalog, it's normally $12.95 plus shipping and tax. I will send it to you free. Not only does it have all our products in it, but there is also tons and tons of sample cards and inspiration that will help you get motivated to create beautiful, beautiful cards. So, first person that places an order, today is October 4th, 2017. As soon as someone places an order, I will mark it on my Facebook page, but you will receive this gorgeous catalog. And this is 335 pages long. Let me brush through here. We have jewelry, we have dies, we have, excuse me, planners, and all our planners right now are on sale, 25% off, along with all of the supplies that go with them. And so if you're a planner person, you're going to want to definitely check that out. And we are having a recruiting special for November, October, and November. If you would like to join my team, you may do so for $25. You got that right. That is the lowest sign-up rate that we have had, that I know of, ever. And not only that, but after you place your first qualifying order, you have the opportunity to purchase the Platinum machine, which is right there on my shelf. That's the big boy, for $50. It's a $249 retail price machine, but by signing up and joining my team, you can get it for $50. It's crazy, I know. So, take advantage of it. I'll have more details about that on my blog also. So, again, here is today's card, Sparkle and Shine. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all give it a try. And if you haven't purchased some of this mirror gold paper, oh my goodness, it is gorgeous. It is actually a mirror. It's not like any other mirror gold paper I have seen. I'm trying not to get you a huge reflect. There, you can see what I'm seeing in my camera. That's how mirrored this mirror gold paper is. Can you believe it? So, it is a little pricey, but you're not going to use a ton of it. You're going to use it for a little oomph, a little extra something on your cards. So, if you use it sparingly, it is very well worth it. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I will catch you all next time, and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.